hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Space to maneuver at the 40. Cuts back right. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Check, 47. And let's get this. 124.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense. It's going to be a long day. Any weapon. Under 10. He's checking. He's Leo. 49, check 49. Fight.
On first and 10, Barnett. And connecting here with DJ Shark. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, again, they go with Armstead. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Barnett into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll run on first down. Hitchcock. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now,
and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Go. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Get it.
2nd and 6. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
45.
On third down, Barnett. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A nice-looking play to start the drive. Down the middle and complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Switch.
Watson now to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Watson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead 1st quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw. Barnett to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Barnett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. A big third down play there for the Jags. 42 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Looking to throw. Barnett. And his throw is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
To throw again. Barnett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lambert. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barnett. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go on, go on. Watch the safety creep. Now.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Pilot, 64, weak.
Deferring to Armstead on the draw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Raquel Armstead, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point safely through. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
And to give this time to the tailback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, baby. Whip. Watch the whip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. Back to the 9.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
It's our field. Echo. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. All you get on the head. Back to the 9.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Go. Roll out. Check 26. Ready.
2nd and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Barnett gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 4. I 59.
Throwing again, it's Watson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
I got you, boy. 47.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hold the loop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now they go screen. It's complete. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
I'm coming for you. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barnett. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Check 45 to Mike. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Deuce. Watch out. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Barnett. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On 1st down, Hitchcock. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch his slant.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll give it back to Armstead. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
80 weapon.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at about the 28. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd down now, Hitchcock. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards. A shotgun snap for Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deion Kane, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battles.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike, 44. I'm coming up with 9. I'm coming after you. Check safety, check safety. Line him up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Now it's Watson. Steps away to his left. Open man is QT, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Hitchcock. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Set. 19. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check. Let's go one more. And let's go.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd down, Hitchcock. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
19. And here we go. Watch the pass. 2 points down. He's coming.
Back to throw, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 3 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On first down, Hitchcock. Room here to run. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground. Right back to him on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They'll stay with the run and Armstead. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why did...
And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run on first down. Hitchcock. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Check nine.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On second down now, it's Hunt, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He's not going to get me.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he is going to be stopped